Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influence's interest on YouTube. What's going on, people? This is Inflewence and I'm back with another video. Thank you for joining me today. I got the HIDEiT mount for the PlayStation 5. I opened it already because I just wanted to get it out just to see. So it's not a true unboxing, but I'm gonna take it out, talk about it a little bit, and then install it and show a little. I'll probably do a montage. Hopefully my mic is okay because I've been having issues with this particular mic that I'm using, but it's the only mic I have for the fly. So hopefully it comes out okay. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But might have to re-record it, I don't know. But all right, you get the box. This is the HIDEiT mount. First off, if you're new here, please subscribe or think about subscribing. Look at my content. I have a bunch of stuff, mostly Transformers related, which is what I'm into most on this channel. I'm not gonna lie. So if you're not into that, maybe not subscribe, but I appreciate your subscription. If you want to, it's free and it helps me out. So you get this, which is easy instructions. I already had one for my PlayStation 4. I have a couple of these, so I already know what to do. And you get the mount, which it comes wrapped up. Very high grade steel. Now the PlayStation, now this is like crazy. Like you see, there's no real flex. I'm sure you could break it if you wanted to, but it'd take a lot of force to break this. So that's truly heavy duty. And the PlayStation 5, if you know, is a big console, and you get screws. I think one screw is for the bottom of the, this one's for the bottom of the PlayStation 5. Rest of the screws are for the wall, and you got anchors if you have drywall. If you don't go into the stud, which I will show you that as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I won't need instructions really. I know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna show you what to do. I think they're actually, let me look just to make sure. Yeah, you can install this on either side, so that's a good thing. Depending on what side you want, the side with the PS on there logo. If you do it that way, it says to put the stand. No, let me backtrack. You can put it on either side, but depending on what system you have, you can put it on either side, and you can put it on the digital or the disc version. So if you got the digital version and you have it like this, you need your stand still, because it probably separates from the wall, so it doesn't move, because you know the digital is a little smaller, and it says you don't need it if you have the disc version, because it's a little fatter, so it probably holds up against the wall tight. And this, you can do it the other end and it doesn't matter. You still need, I think you still need to stand, but the logo just won't show. But I already know which way I'm doing it, so and I have the disc version, so the disc drive's going towards the wall. I should be okay. Let me just take it. Lighting is super terrible in here. If you want to see the mantle mount, that's in another video. Probably leave it in the description. When you hang in anything, invest in one of these. Stud finder. Probably bought this about 20 years ago. I don't know how long, but I hung my first TV with this, which was very, very long ago. It was like 22 inch. And I've used it ever since. So right here, I'm just checking the studs. I don't know, my walls are weird. This wall is super weird. So I had to go like really far in. You'll see where I put it. Right here, checking my placement of it.
I put it in the old holes that I had before, and I just wanted to check the depth just to make sure. So after I checked the depth, everything's okay with the depth, and this is not where I want it though. Those holes wouldn't do because they were not in the stud. So I'm about to place it where I want it.
Then now is mark the hole, and I'm basically eyeing it up because everything here is already level. So I basically eyed it, eye leveled. You may need a level if you're doing it from scratch, just to make sure it's leveled.
So now I just marked the holes, like I said, and I'm just drilling the screws into, and they're in the studs. Really need 2 inner screws, but I put 3 in. So here I'm just drilling the rest of the holes, and they're in the studs. I know they're in the studs. Like you can feel when a screw is in the stud or just the drywall. And here I'm just doing a little bit of cable management. I do a lot more at the end. I don't really show it, but my final, I have a lot of stuff back there. All that's left now is to hang the station up, PS5. Now this is a rookie mistake right here. And excuse the lighting. I know it's trash, but it's hard getting lighting back there. But here you're supposed to slide it in, and I'm like trying to clamp it in, kind of. Yeah, that was a rookie mistake. I know how the other one was. You always gotta slide it in. That's partly how it stays in. It won't slide out, but you can. I did get it because I flexed it a little. I'm sure I scraped some of my paint off, or my plastic dip. You can check that video out also. But yeah, it's not hard at all, and it would have been a lot easier if I would have slid it in instead of jamming it in like that. But no harm, no foul. It got in, and it wasn't anything, crazy under there. But it does come with the screw. I would use the screw it comes with because the other screw would be too short, I believe. That's why it comes with the certain screw. I'm sure they did a lot of research. HIDeiT. I never had an issue with HIDeiT mounts. So right now I'm just screwing the underscrew, which is basically what keeps it there. There's a clip on the top that goes over the top, and it, it holds it, but it doesn't keep it there.
I would suggest to use a regular screwdriver, but I'm going to feather it, and I have it set to 1, which is the least amount of torque. Basically in there like the swimwear.
Yeah, so now I'm just plugging it in, making sure the cords can get there. And I have it in this configuration because I need to get to the ports in the back more than I do the disk drive. So that's why it's like this.
Make sure you can see that. Now it's mounted behind the TV. Just have to do cord management and make sure everything is good when I move the TV up.
Now just gotta make sure everything fits. So just move the TV up, make sure it's not hitting anything. So you can see behind it, got plenty of room, plenty of space. Got airflow. All my stuff back there has airflow. Yeah, I think everything will be good. You see that clip? That's what the clip I was talking about earlier. It just like really holds it on. It doesn't really, it's not really secure as far as the clip, but it makes it so it doesn't fall forward, because those plates, they can come off pretty easy, but they don't come off if they're pulled back. They only slide up and come off. So the bottom piece is what holds it, and that's why it's not going anywhere. and it's screwed in. So I'm pretty confident that it's not going anywhere. I wouldn't put my PlayStation 5 on it if I wasn't confident. I think it's great. It's great if you have a setup like this where you don't want to see any cords. I know my cords look crazy right now, but I do a lot of cord management. So there's a lot of zip ties and stuff, because you got to be careful with that mount too, that it's not pinching anything. So you got to be careful where you put the cords at. I think that's about it. I'll show you a picture of the final product and what it looks like when the TV's out facing forward. So here it is from the front. Looking at it, can't see anything behind the TV. It's a clean setup. I love the setup because it's so clean and everything's behind the TV. And that's it. So I'll get up with y'all in the next one.
Ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you're alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.